Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Peroline, and if it's your first time stopping by, you are definitely welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to leave some comments below. Be sure to turn on the notification so that you don't miss out on my next video. You know what, if you're wondering, it's because most of the time I do my video in the kitchen, because at the moment right now I'm not using the umbrella, because like most of the time I have to use the umbrella in order to do my video. But for the time being I have been just using like the sun, just like natural sun. That's why you see that most of the time it's like I'm like next to the window. That's the reason why you see me always that I'm just like in the kitchen, because I'm always like next to the window. That's why I'm always like on one position for the time being. But as time goes on, I'll go back to the using all the equipments. As you can see, even sometimes the lighting sometimes in my video, they're not that much clear. So the topic of today is going to be fake friends and the copycat friends. You have to realize that in this world there's some people whereby they don't love you for who you are. So one thing that I just want to tell you is that you have to realize fake friends and indeed friends. You know what, I'll start by saying, when I was like studying like primary level, I lived in Botswana, but originally I'm from Namibia. So it's like most of my life I've never lived in Namibia, so it's like I lived in Botswana, and then currently right now I live in Sweden. So it's like, I used to have this friend, she was not my friend as such, but just like we're classmates. So it's like this girl, I realized something with her. It's like most of the time, even when we'll be playing all those things, she'll be like trying to imitate the way I speak, because sometimes, you have to observe your friends, because there are some people, some friends that are fake. It's just like the one that I'm talking about. So this friend, she was like fake to me. She'll pretend, more special if you're dealing with people who are very quiet, because you have to understand there are some people who are very quiet. And then you find that for those ones who are not very good at judging, they can say that for some of you who are very loud, maybe you are wrong. No, there are some people who are very quiet, yet they're doing bad things, So it's just like this girl, most of the time, it's like, even if, a guy likes me, because, like there are some other guys, if they like you, they won't come to you and tell you that they're interested in you. Instead, they'll send somebody to come in and say that, oh, so-and-so loves you, But you have to understand that there's some friends whereby if you send to another person, it's just like, for example, that girl, she was not good to me. You'll find that, those are the type of girls whereby if somebody likes me, she'll go back to them and try to say bad thing about me, say so that guy should lose interest. So I remember, there was this guy, so this guy, it's like I was in a relationship with, so like most of the time, even when we together, you find that she'll ask me about him, she'll want to know about him, because you have to understand that sometimes when you see a friend that wants you, that you should be explaining all the things that you do with your boyfriend, just know that she's targeting you. She's going to learn your tips. After learning your tips, she's going to go behind your back. So it's the same thing like that girl. She was very, 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 when you look at her like this, you could say that maybe me, I'm the one who's wrong, but yet she's the one. So most of the time I just used to ask myself, because I was suspicious, even me, that how could somebody, because there's some things that you can share with people, and then there's some other things, that you can't share even with your friend. For me, when it comes to privacy, there are some things that I can share with my friend. There are some things that I can just keep to myself personally, So you find that she used to ask me those things, And then as time went on, I just used to see the, when I'm around, that boyfriend of mine, I shouldn't say my boyfriend, because I should say that maybe he was just like a public person for everyone, So you'll see that I used to see something like when I'm around, the expression that she'll be just showing me, it will just show that as if the person, something is happening between the two of them, So it's like, I said, no, something might be happening between these two people, Then at last, when I realized that these people, they were sleeping behind my back, you know what she did at last? She knew, the person that I called my best friend. I even told her that it's not good. I went The two of us, I went and then I told her that, no, you can't be doing like this. This is my boyfriend. You can't do those things. You know what she did? She went and then to that man. Can you imagine the man that you're sleeping with? And then a person who's your friend, goes back to that person and tells that person, she was saying this and this. Then that person, instead of checking that girl, he comes back to me to come and fight me. That's when you realize that there are some friends in this world who are not meant to be friends. You have to watch out. It can happen to anybody. And then the other thing, that I used to observe with this girl, you find that there are some friends whereby the way you dress, they want to be dressed exactly like you. Is the same thing like that girl. When you wear something, there's some other colors that suits each and every person, you'll find that even she will just want to copy the way I dress, the way I talk. And then you just ask yourself that what's happening to this person, Because sometimes, can feel uncomfortable, but unfortunately, you can't be somebody that you're not, that's a fact, So she tried her level best, She used to do those things. Then it's like I just realized that this indeed is not a good friend, Then I just removed her from my life. This is a lesson. It can happen to anybody. Just because you're a friend with somebody, you have to observe. There are some people whereby there are some other types of friend whereby they don't want to see you being above them. It's just like another girl on social media there. That girl, she has gone to university. She has studied all the subjects that she wants. But let me tell you, that girl, she's not happy. You find that on social media there, she's the one who's bashing anybody, talking down on everybody, She's not happy. The girl is not happy. Why? Those are the type whereby, even if you're a friend to her, she'll go behind your boyfriend, then she'll be proposing that boy, saying bad things towards that person, saying that, oh, that girl. It happened to me. People that I called friends like this. The other people whereby they were going behind my back and sleeping with the same man that I was in a relationship with. Let me tell you, I'm not shy to say this. Some people, even right here when I arrived here in Sweden, there's another one, that girl, she will come on my WhatsApp, try to make it as if maybe she likes me. No, it's not that maybe she likes me. She was just coming to check on me. What am I going to say? Because you have to understand that if you are dealing with a weak man, because you have to understand that there's some other men who are very weak. More special if you date somebody who's very weak. Just know that the girls will be playing on you. But for me, I'm a strong person. I was raised by both parents, More special my mother. My mother was very strict, That's why you see that even when somebody tries to come to me and come and fake it, I know at once I'll just try to tell the person that stop. I don't want to be your friend completely. And then there are some other friends whereby if they see you wearing the type of hair, they want to be exactly like you. As if you're twins. Can you imagine? It's just like, for example, myself. I'm not the type of a person when I go out with my friend. I don't want to be wearing same jean with hair or same top with hair. I'm not into that lifestyle, So you have to understand that when you see such kind of a person trying to be like you, just know that those people are not happy for you. They want to be you, but unfortunately they cannot be you, because in this world we were created different. It's just that sometimes people, evilness that's within people, that's the thing that makes them to behave in that manner. Even the girl who was my friend, as I speak to you right now, she could not even go ahead to get her own man, Right now, as I speak to you, she is the second wife now, as I speak to you. She got married to a man who was already married. Instead of becoming the first lady, she became the second lady. That's when you realize that some people in this world, they can laugh with you, but those are the people who can still go behind your back and say bad things about you. It happened to me, even now on social media. Just because when you see somebody on social media, they're commenting on your picture, wow, beautiful picture. It's not that maybe they really mean it. Behind your back, you don't know what they say. Sometimes they say evil things about you, You find that sometimes, they can even go to your boyfriend, because some other men nowadays, they're just like girls. You find that they want to play with girls also. That's why you see that No marriage nowadays. Even if you hear somebody come and say that he's proposing, just know that he's not for you alone. You are going to share that person with the public, you know. So you have to watch out. Some people, they never want to see others being above them, you know. Right now we are happy on social media. She's not there. If she comes back, oh, you will see the way she will be just posting. The girl is not happy. She has attacked every girl. Those are the people whereby they can never be happy for their friends. So for me, you know, when I just observed their behavior, I just blocked them once. Don't entertain somebody that you know that the person is jealous of you, because those are the people whereby they can remove you from your marriage and enter there. Just because somebody comes there on your profile and say beautiful picture, wow, that does not mean that maybe that's something that has to make you, you know, to be, she likes me, she's my friend. She's deceiving you. Tomorrow you'll just hear that she's married to your man, or tomorrow you'll hear that she's married to your boyfriend. So such kind of people, once when you just realize that you have got a fake friend, delete the person once in your life and move on with your life. Otherwise, if you're going to continue doing those things, I remember even this other friend of mine that I was like telling, we were very, very close, but up to now, I don't even talk to her. Even to my grave, to my mother's grave, I won't even talk with that girl because of the thing that she did. I remember even the time when we were writing exams. My boyfriend, imagine, when I was going to go, I could see her, you know. Can you imagine? Things just turned around, you know. Somebody who was supposed to be my friend, somebody who was supposed to say that, okay, I saw your boyfriend with so and so. It turned. She was now the one who was walking around with a boy walking around. Somebody that I had a child with. Can you imagine? That's when you realize how evil some other people can be, you know. Because I know that if you have got a child with somebody, that person has to respect you. If you have a friend that loves you, that person has to make sure and say that, okay, this person, I'm not supposed to do this. What about if somebody does this thing towards me? You know, this person, she's my friend. She's got a child with this person. She deserves love as well, you know. So you have to watch out which people you call friends, because some people will fake it in your eyes. And then when you realize it, it will be too late. So watch out. See you guys in my next video.